Good day, folks. Smoothie Brain Gaming here with another Marvel Champions. Hopefully, a pretty short one. Did try recording earlier this week and had a few problems with my mic, and so they were kind of useless. But today we're going to try and do something here. I haven't got much time with Silk of late, so I'm going to try her pre-con. And we're going to also do it against the nice easy introduction, Rhino. And what I'm using in Rhino's deck, we've pulled out the Bomb Scare. And instead we've taken the Growing Strong from Silk's Hero Pack as well. Just to see more of the cards that kind of came with that. But without further ado, let's have a quick look here. This is the 1A break-in. Rhino is attacking a shield facility. Standard set's gone in. It's standard 1, and of course Bomb Scare has been removed, and we've got the other one going in. We advance to stage 1B. Stage 1B is the break-in still. Rhino is trying to smash through the facility wall and steal a shipment of vibranium. You must stop him. If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. So that really is the big kicker here. 7 per person, so our count here with only one player is 7. We kind of have to keep that managed for now. Rhino, 14 hit points, 1 scheme, 2 attack. Brute, criminal, nothing else going on there bar the flavor text. And then Cindy Moon. So 3 recovery. If there are more than 4 cards or 4 tucked cards here, discard all but 4 of those cards. And then as an action, discard a card tucked here to draw 2 cards with a limit of once per round. Now, how do I like the look of this opening hand? Right. Stop hitting yourself after you defend. We're not going to be defending straight away. Not today when you defend. Okay. Spider reflexes when she defends. Might keep that. And eidetic memory. I may keep these 4 just to get some build out. What's this? Eidetic memory. When you reveal a card from the same encounter set as a card tucked under your identity, exhaust eidetic memory to swap those cards. Reveal the card that had been tucked here instead. You know what? I might actually get rid of that as well. So I'll keep this, and Genius, and I'll get rid of these 3. So let's do that for our mulligan. Eidetic is gone. Stop hitting yourself, and not today. Those 3 will be discarded, and we'll draw a new 3 instead. Right, we have a stun gun. Lovely. That makes sense for me. And that can be paid for with Genius. I'm thinking of doing some swinging Silk Kick to do 7 damage. You may discard a card tucked under Silk from the same encounter. That's not really pertinent, so we would only be doing 3 for 7. Not a great trade-off, but I think maybe that's the play here. I'm going to flip over to the hero phase. If there are more than 4 tucked cards here, discard all but 4. Silk Sense responds after you defeat a minion or side scheme or resolve treachery card, tuck that card under here from the encounter discard pile. Okay, so they'll kind of come into play in the villain phase. So the first thing I'll do is I will attack for 2 with my base 2, since there's not really much else to do. Then I'm going to use Genius to pay for the stun gun. Right, we'll discard that. Restricted 2 charges. It comes out with 2, excuse me. Hero action, exhaust the gun and remove 1 or 2. And then 1 will be stun for minion, 2 will be stun for the villain. And that's exactly what I'd like to do. We'll take off the 2. We'll add a stun. And then this will be discarded. And then I might just use these 3 to get the swinging Silk Kick out, do another 7 damage. 3. There we go. And 7 damage is dealt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the end of our turn. Let's go into the villain phase. Part 1 goes on the main scheme. He is then going to attack me, but that's going to be cancelled thanks to that stun. And then we will take our bad card. And our bad card in this instance is the armored suit. It attaches to Rhino. When any amount of damage would be dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. Then if there is at least 5 damage here, discard the armored suit. Right. Interesting. So, wall crawling, even though, can I knock that under? I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't, because that is effectively an attachment, and I don't think that corresponds to the silk sense. Now, when the attached character, the energy shield is almost worth getting out. Wall crawl, I think I want Spider-Man out, but I may have to overpay for him using these 4. Then I'm left with the wall crawl, but he'll get me a ready up. I think I might try and take the suit out with this. It's going to not be the most efficient, but I'm going to attack for 2. That puts 2 on here. Then I'm going to use strength, energy, and the Dr. Sinclair to bring out Spider-Man. The requiring paying all 3 resources. So I believe I did that. Yeah, strength, energy, and mental. After Spider-Man attacks or thwarts, choose another web warrior character. Enunciate. And ready that character. So we'll have him attack for 2, putting another 2 on that armored suit. And that then readies me up from that response. And I'll hit him again for another 2, getting rid of this armored suit. Now, let's go on to the next phase. Keep it tidy. There. Part 1 goes on here. He is going to attack me this time. And I am rather tempted to defend for this. Not much else that I can do. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're probably going to do a wall crawl anyway. So we'll take the hit. It's going to be 2 plus a boost of nothing. Lovely. No damage is done to me. And then we get our encounter card, which is, in this instance, it's a gang up. When revealed, hero, the villain, and each minion engaged with you attack you. So he is going to attack me again. And I may tuck that underneath. It's probably not worth doing it for now, for the standard set, but we'll see how we go. He's hitting for 2, plus another one for 3. 1, 2, 3. That does hit me. Now, is it worth tucking this? After you defeat a minion or a side scheme, or resolve treachery, tuck this card under here from the encounter deck. So I will, in fact, tuck that under there, just for the sake of it. It may help, it may not. So we will get rid of that. That was the boost. I believe we're into the next phase, or even the next turn, turn 3. Now, Outwit is an upgrade, and it's probably worth getting out. And then we could wall crawl as well. So I might use Get the Scoop to play wall crawl. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. There we go. Choose a card, or choose a scheme. You may discard blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing that now. That's okay. Then I could use the Across the Spider-Verse. No, I don't want to do that. I think I'm losing some action there. I'll use those 2 to pay for Outwit. When Silk makes a basic thwart, exhaust Outwit. For this thwart, she gets +1 thwart for each card tucked under here from the same encounter set as... My god, that's a lot of words. Okay, but we'll get it out anyway and it will thin our deck, I hope. I think we'll have maybe Spider-Man attack for another 2. And I might flip down to try and get the benefit of the card draw. So hopefully we won't scheme out. Let's go to the villain phase. 1 goes on to this. He is going to scheme. The scheme is 1 plus 0. That's 1. That's okay. And then the next card. Oh, I meant to flip down. No. Yeah, I did mean to flip down. Right. So I hope you'll give me the benefit of the doubt of not doing that correctly. The intent was to flip down there. So we did that. And then we drew an extra card because we should have got the additional one. And then the encounter card is here. So the encounter card is Shocker. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each hero. Technically not in hero form. So, yeah, I think I can avoid that. So I think that's the correct ruling. Let's move on to the next phase. We're on turn 4. So, with that, discard a card tucked here to draw 2 cards. I will do that. I'll discard the gang up and I'll draw 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is right. Do I recover for 3? Oh, I don't know. How do I feel about this? I mean, I could take Shocker out with my own attack. Is there anything else I can do? Choose an enemy or scheme and play. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a card from the same encounter set as the chosen card is discounted. Talk the card under Silk. Interesting. Like, we can take him out with one go here. But is there anything else worth doing? After Madam Web enters play, look at the top X cards of the encounter deck, where X is the number of Web Warrior cards you control. Maybe worth getting Madam Web out. You may discard one of those to put the rest back in any order. Right, so what's not great for me here? Like, these are all defense cards, which aren't much use to me now. But I think we can pay for quite a bit here. What do I feel like doing? Well, we flip up. I think I'll do what I'm leaning towards. I want to do 2 damage here, and then Spider-Man is going to do another 2 damage. No, let's undo that first. We'll bring in Madam Web for 3, maybe using the energy and this. That'll bring her into play, and that'll give us a bit of a benefit on her response, since he's also a Web Warrior. So let's go energy, and not today, to play Madam Web. After Madam Web enters play, look at the top X cards of the encounter deck, where X is the number of Web Warrior cards you control. I control 3. Let's look at the top 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Oh. You may discard 1 card, looked at this way, and put the rest back in any order. What we're discarding, Shadow of the Past. Now, I'm Tough is not a bad card for him. And that's not the worst. Yeah, maybe we put this next as our encounter card, and this would be the boost. I think I'm alright with that. So, let's use Madam Web then to go 1 to defeat Shocker. And then we could put Shocker tucked underneath us. I think that might be the play there. Then what do we do? Maybe we in fact use these 3 to get this out. Getting Scarlet Spider out. When another Web Warrior character would take any amount of damage, Scarlet Spider takes that damage instead. We could get him out. Spider-Man maybe does this for 2. Keeping the consequential over to Scarlet Spider. Then we could do a web kick maybe next turn. I think that's what I might do. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 for Scarlet Spider to come into play. Spider-Man is going to do 2 damage here, and the consequential we put on Scarlet Spider. I think that's all right. Yeah, that doesn't say anything about the type of damage. And then we'll have Scarlet Spider maybe do 1 damage here and put him into the next villain phase. Okay, so that's all right. We know we've got a few things coming out here, and I do have to deal with an additional card, but maybe we're in an okay position. With that done, let's go to the villain phase. Part 1 goes on here. Part 2, he's going to attack me. And I am rather tempted to put that maybe onto Scarlet Spider, because he will get exhausted anyway, and that leaves Spider-Man still open for the next turn. What does our next turn look like? 1, 2, 3. We could wall crawl as well. Yeah, we got a few options. I think we'll put Scarlet Spider in play, or in the way of this attack. 3 plus 0. It's going to do 1, 2, 3 damage here. Defeats him. I forgot that I actually knew what that was. And then our encounter card is another scheme. Right. We can go straight into the hero phase now. How do I feel about this? What kind of damage can I do? I can swinging web kick for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for me. Now that leaves us rather a bit exposed. We still have to go another turn. But could I do better? If I take one off this, we could clear these guys out of play and then do wall crawler instead, tidying up where we are essentially. And then maybe do the swinging web kick next turn. It's not ideal. Let's maybe run with it though. I'm going to choose a scheme. You may discard a card tucked under silk from the same encounter set to remove 3 from the chosen. Alright, I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, I can actually do both with this maybe. So, right, the first thing I'm going to do, play the wall crawler, remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'll remove 2 from crowd control. That defeats that. I may actually put that in. I might tuck that. Put that underneath. Then choose a scheme. I could choose break-in and taken. You may discard a card tucked under silk. So let's say we'll discard Shocker. And remove 3 from the chosen scheme. We could take 3 from that. That gets that out of play. Right, so cool. Done. Then what do I do? Is it worth putting the energy shield out? Maybe. I think I might put the energy shield on myself. I'll attach it here. I can attach to any character apparently, so that's okay. Now, what do we do next? Well, I can attack for 2. We could get rid of this for 3, and then Spider-Man could hit this for 2. And I could flip down. Like we're cleaning slate then at least. So maybe, yeah, I'll take 1 off of this. Madam Web can take 2 off of it, and she is defeated. And then Spider-Man will do 3. Oh, wait. If I... After Spider-Man attacks or thwarts, so that he will be gone before the response kicks into play. So that's another 2 there, and he's gone from play. And I might flip down now. And with flipping down, we'll end the turn. Or end the phase into the villain phase. 1 goes on here. He's going to scheme. He schemes for 1 plus another 1. 1, 2 goes on here. And then our next card is just not an advance. Oh no, villainous victory 1. Atlas gets +2 hit points for each growth counter on him. I forgot this was in here. Forced response after the villain phase ends. Place 1 growth counter on Atlas. So 1 growth counter is going on him as the phase is now ending. And we go to turn 6. How do I feel about this? Well, I'm going to discard this and then do the action to draw 2. 1, 2. Now, can I do any damage? I can. I can probably, like, win from here, I hope. Like, nothing is, like, he's not guard, so he's not blocking anything in this instance. So I might just be able to ignore him. But maybe we do a smooth as silk. Choose an enemy or a scheme in play. We're going to choose Rhino. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a card from the same encounter set as the chosen card is discarded. Right, let's do that. Discard until we get a Rhino card. First card is Growing Strong. That's okay, we can avoid that. Avoid that. Here we go. That's Rhino. And then that is tucked under here, under me, giving me that benefit. Excellent. Now, with that done, I can really only afford one of these. So if I did 7 and 7, oh, I'm an idiot. Well, I do 9 and 2, that's 12. That's getting me to the next stage. Oh, I should have really thought about that more. 1, 2, 3, that does this. We could discard it, that's doing 9. Ugh. Didn't think that one through. Well, I mean, it makes sense because, you know, we knew we'd won at that point. So let's see if we can last another turn. 1, 2, 3. Here is a swinging silk kick. We do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. I can discard this to give me an additional 2, isn't it? 1, 2. Right. And I could maybe go these 2 to get the stun gun into play and at least stun one of these guys. Who's worse? Well, he's getting they're both the same. So let's get rid of both of these guys and bring in the stun gun. And with the stun gun coming in, I'll exhaust it, remove 1 so I can at least stun this dude. Because I think maybe he's the bigger threat right now. And it only takes 1. And then I could attack for 2. But I think maybe we'll hit that scheme for 1. And then we'll move on. Right. Now, I've run out of deck. I'll put in the encounter card for that action here. Part 1. 1 goes on here. He's going to attack me. Do I have any thing here that can... I don't have any protection that I can work on. Bar maybe this. When attached character would take any amount of damage, spend X to prevent X. I will defend for it. I think. Oof. 3 plus 0. No damage done. Oh, got away with that one. And this guy goes to attack. He doesn't because he's stunned. We'll get rid of the stun. That shouldn't be there. And then our 2 encounter cards. Ooh, can we do it? First card. Whew, it's not bad. I'm tough. Give Rhino a tough status card. If Rhino already has a tough status card, it gains surge. Let's give him a tough. Oh, wrong button. And then the next one is charge. Attached to Rhino, he gets +3 when he attacks me the next time, and it's overkill. Yuck. So this is going up by 1. So he now has like 22 hit points. Oh, this guy sucks. Right. Let's go to the next phase. Hero phase for turn 7. After Silk makes a basic attack, exhaust Spider Claws. For this attack, she gets +1 attack for each card tucked under her from the same encounter card as are set as the enemy, and we get piercing. And I've none. Well, that's great. This exhaust organic webbing and discard a card tucked under Silk. Ready Silk. She gains aerial until the end of the round. Ooh, I can't do much. Like Spider Bite maybe comes in for 2. Like if I put these 2, if I use this to get that in, then I have 2 tech pieces out. She will Spider Bite will only cost 1. Maybe that's a play. 1, 2, get the other tech piece out. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. She's now free. That comes out for free. Interesting. Keep investigative journalism, I suppose. Yeah, makes sense to do something there. Now, I'll exhaust this. No, I'll exhaust this one and drop 1 to put a stun on him. And I'll exhaust this, drop 2 to put a stun on him. There we go. So these 2 are gone. Now what do? I suppose I just hit for 1. Getting rid of that tough. Oh, there's not even 1 tough there. That's a misclick by me. Right, let's go to the next phase, I suppose. Right, I'm going to get rid of investigative journalism. And we'll go to the next phase, hopefully. Yeah, there should be a 1 on her for the consequence. So part 1 goes on here. He would attack, he does not. We get stun out of the way. He's going to attack me, he does not. He gets the stun out of the way. Then we get our bad card. Our bad card this turn is, oh, just go easy on me, please. It's Titanic Proportions. When revealed, the players as a group take X indirect damage, where X is the number of growth counters on Atlas. If X is less than 3, it gains Surge. So I am taking 2 and a Surge. And the Surge this turn is... it's Sandman, who comes in with toughness. Alright, come on, we can kill him this turn, right? I think we can kill him this turn. I hope. No, can we? Yes, we can. Yeah, we have it. These 3 can come out. Spider-Man can come out. We're golden. This will go underneath, just for the sake of it. Wait, yeah, and that's the end of the turn. We're into turn 8. And what can we do? Well, we got to get Spider-Man in. And he will ready up someone. So let's go 1, 2, 3. That's Spider-Man in play. Now, if you hit for 1, yeah, Spider-Man, all right, you hit for 1, might as well take that tough off. And of course, there'd be 1 extra on him. And that defeats you. Then, I'll attack the boss for 2. And then Spider-Man attacks the boss for another 2. And he's defeated. And I would ready up from this. And I could do another 2 damage here or something like that. But thankfully, it didn't go any worse than that. So, that is the first proper playthrough with Silk. She's a bit strange. Definitely needs a bit of getting used to. Probably made a few mistakes in there anyway, because there's a little complexity to her. But still fun. I'm going to try her out now against a few more of the villains. We'll see how she gets on in those scenarios, and hopefully get a bit more experience with her. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Hope to be posting a few more in the next while. And other than that, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.